in TikTok. We are live in Instagram. Let's turn the camera around. Oh. Hi. How are we doing here? Hola, hola. TikTok. I don't know why this eye is watery. Good afternoon, everybody. We are in English. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesday is English Day. So I'm ready. Hi, Jadira. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Hilda. Okay. Recycling. So we have, I have a thing for today. Of course, we're going to be answering your questions, but what I'd like to talk today, if you are willing to, is about the power of love and prayer. And for that, I'm going to be referring to my book number 5, which is about vibrant destiny. And I think sometimes we have to really stop and analyzing or evaluating, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? If I sit down and I take some minutes to reflect on what I'm doing at this point, am I happy with the results I'm getting, or I need to make some changes? And the changes sometimes are very challenging, because to make changes is a sign that you have to grow. And growth involves some kind of uncomfortable situation. But everything is going to be depending on your alliances. Who are you, or who is your team? Who is part of your team? What type of people or things you are surrounding yourself to make that transformation and that evolution possible. If you have my book number 5, I recommend, if you have my book number 5, go and book number 5. And this is probably the book that you will want to master if you really are into your spiritual growth and into your spiritual development. And I'm going to tell you, the same way you have setbacks in your physical development, like you losing weight or you training and you're not increasing your muscle mass as fast as you want, and you have those setbacks, that doesn't mean that you are not growing. That is part of the inconvenience of that process of growth. So sometimes we get discouraged, we get frustrated, and we want to quit. And quitting, really quitting is not an option. If you are in this world and you are in this life, you can entertain it for a few seconds, but you cannot dwell on the issue or in the thought about quitting. It just don't do it. Don't entertain it, don't think about it, because usually what happens, quitting is giving the opportunity to the other option. What is the option? What is the option of me not having a spiritual growth? I will be an idiot spiritually. What are the consequences of me not developing my strength, my physical power? Then I will be a person that's always sick, always depending on others, always taking medication, and never living my life to the full potential, to its full potential. So this book is this is probably book, the one that you want to master when it comes to that spiritual growth. Of course, this is not just one area. I promote body, mind, and spirit. So in this session today, you can ask questions about all those three areas. And the reason I don't include your emotion, which we all are controlled by our emotional reality, is because once you master your body, your mind, and you continuously working in your spirit, what's going to happen? You're going to have happy emotions. There is no other way. If you have good mindset, if you have a good physical body, if you have physical strength, physical power, and you have mental endurance, and you have mental capacity to train yourself to be the best that you can be, then you're going to be a happy person. And when you look at it, when you look at a happy person, let me control myself because I love this so much that I blast stuff. Look at when you see a happy person. When you see a happy person, that person is in good physical shape. That person always entertained with. When that person speaks, always speaks positively. When that person believes in something bigger and greater than himself. There is something bigger and greater than anybody else. So highly and successful people always believe in something bigger and greater than themselves. So we're talking today, the name or the title is The Power of Prayer and Love. And okay, so let me go organize here. So if you go in my book, book number 5. If you have my book number 5, where can you find the books? My 5 books are in Amazon. So we are working today with book number 5. So if you go book number 5 in page 5, you're gonna be reading about the indwelling spirit and his plan for your life. So everybody has a spirit. You don't have to believe in anything, but you have a spirit. What is the spirit? The word for spirit also can be energy. You have energy. What is that energy? Divine energy. And in different cultures, we call the spirit. In Chinese, they call it qi. In India, they call it prana. The native Indian will call the spirit within. So you find out that this is a common thread in every culture. Every culture believes in something bigger and greater than themselves, because it's true. I mean, you just go outside at night, or you look at the beautiful sunrise or the beautiful sunset. You can deny there is an energy, there is a force, there is a power. And the key for our personal success as human beings is the connection that we make with that energy and with that power. So in page 5, you're going to be reading about the indwelling spirit and his plan for your life. The most perfect plan. You cannot fail. You can never ever fail. I can tell you this. You can never fail when you are working in conjunction or in partnership with your spirit, because your spirit knows exactly what you need to do. Your spirit already knows those things that are out there in the supernatural world waiting for you to manifest, for you to get a state of readiness in which you can materialize whatever it is that you want to materialize in your life. And the key, again, is no quitting. Because what happens, you work at it and you work at it and you pray for it and you pray and you ask and you work and you pray and you ask and you work and you pray and you ask and you don't see. You don't see it. But I'm going to tell you this. One day you will see it. So you maintaining your faith, to have faith in that inner spirit that you have, that indwelling spirit that you have within yourself, and that spirit has a plan for your life. I know in my personal experience, what guided me, which you can find in the book, that you can find more about in details about a personal experience. How do I know about the spirit dwelling within you? Because in my first book, I tell you my story, my background, where I'm coming from. How do I get where I am today? And the reason I am where I am today and living my life to the fullest 100% is because I always, always follow or obey the prompting of my inner spirit. When you follow and you obey the promptings of your inner spirit, there is no way that you can fail. It's an impossibility. Anything that you want to do in your life and you connect it with your spirit, with a magic energy, you connecting with the power of God, you connecting with the power of love, you cannot fail. Okay, you can never fail. So that will be in page 5 in my book number 5. And in my book number 1, you will find the story, how all my background. For those who never met me before or want to know about me, you find everything in book number 1. And book number 1, you find it in Amazon as all the other books. Now, in page, they're dwelling with that spirit. So connecting with that energy, connecting with that power, connecting, connecting the same thing you connect your cell phone to Wi-Fi, you have to connect it with high power. With Wi-Fi, you need to connect with high power. And the connection is a connection that is a relationship. It's not a connection that you connect today and you don't connect for 5 years from now. It's a connection, it's a daily connection. It's a daily connection that you make every single day if you want to see progress in your. I have to stop for a minute because this is gross. Block. Wow, these people are sick. They're sick people. People are really sick. Report. También report is unbelievable, gross. Okay. Okay. But when it gets vulgar, the vulgarity, it's just the vulgarity. And what that tells you about the level of consciousness in where we live today. We live in a level of consciousness that is vibrate in a very low frequency. When you're vibrating in a high frequency of energy, the other thing for your life is to do what a lot of people do in social media. Of course, they're behind a telephone, they're behind a computer, they're behind a iPad, so they don't have courage, they don't have the guts, they don't have the integrity and dignity to do it, to do anything else but to be gross and vulgar. And that is when you run into people who have those qualities, those are people who are vibrating on a lower level of consciousness. And if you have a tendency to associate with people who vibrate at a low level of frequency, then you are just vibrating at the same level. When you vibrate in a different plane of reality, it's very difficult for you to associate with the vulgarity, the negativity, the criticism, the condemning, and the complaining. It's no time, because life, you understand when you work on your spiritual development, when you believe in the power of prayer, the power of love, the further thing for your life, for your mind, from your consciousness, from your emotion, is to connect at a level of frequency that is beneath what you are able to do, be, and have. And that is one of the things that's why you need to work on yourself. That's where your primary responsibility is for your own growth and well-being. Why? Because you are surrounded by negativity. You are surrounded by people who vibrate at a low level of energy, low frequency. And then you associate with them, you're just going to be just like them. You associate with people who vibrate at a higher level of consciousness, you're gonna be at this. If you are at this level, these people who are here are you're gonna be elevating yourself, and you're gonna be one day equal or beyond. So it's you when you look at these things, you know, one of the things in life that I learned from very early is to learn from somebody else's mistake. Smart people, and I didn't know this because I knew it by instinct, by the spirit. We're talking about in page 5, the indwelling spirit of his plan for your life. And that spirit told me that you don't have to learn by your own mistakes. You don't have to make the mistake that you see around you in your environment. Learn from it and choose to do it or not to do it. Just know that any choice that you make has consequences. Okay? Every choice that you make has consequences. If you choose to eat too much today, you will wait too much tomorrow. If you make the choice to eat too much today, guess what's going to happen? You are going to wait more tomorrow. Choices and consequences. Okay? So, the indwelling spirit and his plan for your life. Don't you want to know the plan for your life? Most people complain or talk about, I don't know what I want to do with my life. You know what? You don't know what you want to do with your life because you're not connected with your plan. I knew what I wanted to do with my life from an early age because I always connected with God. I always believed as a child in something bigger and greater than myself. I knew that in my own resources, with my own strength, and with my own power, I was not going to be getting out of that situation where I was born. I know that for me to have success in life and to do the things to fulfill my dreams, I know something bigger and greater than myself and my family have to intervene to help me to be where I wanted to be. And that intervention is a divine intervention. In my case, that intervention came from God, who had always guided me. But I believe maybe the difference between me and most people, or a lot of people, is the power of belief, the power of love, the power of prayer. You can, you know, I had a life, a full life of things that I can tell you about faith, about prayer, about love, and their power. It's amazing, it's incredible, it's incredible. But the thing is to never give up, never give up, never hesitate, never trust the world outside, trust your inner spirit, trust that he has a plan for you. And that indwelling spirit, you find the still voice within you. How you how God tries to reach you. God or that energy, life. You don't want to call it God. Life. Try to teach you. Life. Try to give you the opportunities. To, try to do it for you. It gives you the opportunity. Some of you are so lucky, not only once, but twice, maybe 3 times. The opportunity is giving you, and you have to embrace it and you have to take it. And the opportunity is giving you twice, not to mention 3 times, you have to grab it and walk for the rest of your life with a heart of thankfulness and gratitude. That's the least, because there is something bigger and greater than yourself that loves you so much that don't want you to get lost and to waste your life and get to the end of your life and you drop dead, and then what? What do you do? What happened to you? Okay, let's continue because then we're gonna finish pretty quickly. Now, also, that is about the indwelling spirit, the still voice. Now we go to page 6. Well, in page 6 is where we're gonna be finding about the still small voice within. To list maybe some of you are wondering, okay, but what is this inner voice? What is the prompting? What is the inner voice? What is this Emerson? I think Emerson is the one who talks about the small inner voice within us. That voice is we call it It's a very loud voice because the voice within is very powerful, and there's the voice that you feel a sense of urgency. You sense a sense of restlessness. You feel restless. You feel an intensity. You feel a sense of energy, urgency. You feel like you when you get yourself out of the way and you allow your energy, your inner power, your inner voice grab you and take hold of you, when you let the spirit to lead you and guide you, you sort of, for to achieve that, you have to get yourself out of the way. You have to trust. When you listen to the inner voice, trust the voice. It says to you, do this, do it. Make this phone call, make it. Don't do this, don't do it. You need to start, some of you follow your intuition. That's exactly what it is, following the intuition. A lot of you, all of you have, in one point or another in your life, you have trusted your intuition. And what happened? That everybody you trusted, your intuition, you were right. Remember when we were in school and then we answered the exam, we were answering the exam, and we had uh, give the answer to the question. The first time we wrote the answer, it was right. And then we doubted ourselves. And you doubted yourself, you erased the answer, and you wrote the wrong answer. So, and that's exactly what happened with life, because life is a school, life is a test, life is a thing that it's an adventure that we are here for the learning process, to learn, and mainly to learn and to grow in our divinity. So what happened, every time you trust your intuition, every time you trust your inner self, every time you trust your inner voice, you are correct. It's perfect, it's right. So we have to live life more trusting that energy, that trusting myself or trusting the world. I trust my inner voice. Let me give you an example. Just happened this week. Today, yeah? Okay, happened in a few days ago. I have so little a lamp in my bathroom that the cover of the lamp needed to be replaced. So the electrician, we tried it, but we tried it, didn't work, So it was the it needed to have a cover, a lamp, and the ceiling needed to have a cover. So the electrician came and he said, well, yeah, we can make an adjustment to the case of the light. We can make an adjustment. It was loose, da, 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 da. And of course, because the light bulb was touching the cover of the lamp, which is kind of plastic, so it got burned, it got damaged. So I gave it to him. I saved it for the electrician. So he tried to put it back. And he said, well, look, it's so damaged that it just doesn't hold. Any movement is going to fall off. Okay, fine. So I said, where can I buy it? Can I buy it? And he said to me, no, those are not made anymore. You have to buy the whole fixture, to buy the whole thing to replace the lamp if I wanted to have a cover. My inner voice, and this is a mundane example. My inner voice immediately rejected his opinion. And that's the electrician, because he can be any person with authority, like an electrician, a plumber, a doctor, a teacher, a priest, a person that we respect because they have authority. He told me that. In my heart, I saw that's not right. That's not true. There is no way that I know my house is an old house. My house is probably at least 55 years old, because I bought this house brand new. So, and everything that's in the house is from when the house was built. So it gets old, it gets damaged and all that. So when the electrician told me, no, you can't find it, that they don't make this anymore, for that you have to buy the whole picture. I don't know. So you know what I did? I took my cell phone, took a picture of the little case, I put it in the garbage today because now I don't need it. I took a picture, put it in Google, and Google, I didn't have to measure or anything, just took the picture, Google search, and immediately I came out with the store where they sell. They send me the picture with the thing, with the little cover. It was exactly the same, identical. You know what? Because I trusted. I immediately made the payment. I wasn't hesitating and worrying. Well, maybe it looks the same, but it's not the same. Maybe it will fit, but it won't fit. Maybe it will. I didn't hesitate. I knew it was the right thing to do. Boom, boom, pow, send the payment. I got the thing 2 days ago. I put it up. It's perfect. I'm so happy. And I'm proud of myself in a way because just trusting because somebody tells you, oh, they don't sell those anymore. That doesn't exist. You can't be cured. Like people, when I had a problem with my hip, I looked until I found the doctor who was the perfect doctor to do the surgery for me. And that's exactly what happened because but that happened when you are connecting with that inner, with your inner spirit, with your inner spirit. Now, in page 19, I'm going to stop soon and we're going to take your questions. Page 19, the spiritual growth. And this is another portion that I talk about a little bit in Monday in the Spanish segment. I talk about the spiritual growth and the cure because a lot of times, let me stop there. So let me go back here, page 19. Page 19, we're talking about spiritual growth. And when we are connecting with the spiritual growth, also it's going to help you in your cure, because it's just like when a sick person approach Jesus and Jesus says, do you want to be healed? You want to be healed. And that is when it comes that if you want to be cured, you want to be healed, you have to want it. You really have to want it to get that healing. And that healing, the healing from my opinion, my personal experience, any healing, any cure starts in your mind. Any cure starts with the spirit. When the person has a healthy spirit, that person is going to find themselves finding the physical cure. But when you are mentally sick and spiritual sick, because when I said about mentally sick, it's the quality of your thoughts, what you entertain every single day, the quality of your thought. If the quality of your thought is negative, you are a sick person because you're not healthy. Somebody who's always talking about the negative, the doom and gloom of the world. Nothing is good, everything is bad. Complaining, criticizing, and condemning. And that is not a healthy mind. The same thing happen with the spirit. When the person don't have faith, when the person don't have any trust, when the person don't believe in something bigger and greater than themselves, and the person feels and thinks, oh, this is it, that's it, no more, that's it. It's a sad, pathetic life because you can have an amazing, happy, vibrant, amazing life when you are enriched from the spiritual point of view. When you have a rich spirit, you can never be poor. It's the same thing happening at the physical level. For me, when I was a child, I never felt that I was poor. Never. And my life had never, ever felt that I was poor. Why? Because it's no empty pockets. It's empty head and empty heart. It's not. For me, always has been. It's not because I don't have money in the bank and because my parents are rich and they're going to send me overseas to go to school and I'm going to get an education. I didn't have none of those resources. But the only resource that I had was the richness in my mind and the riches of my spirit. And the power of my mind and the richness of my spirit has taken me where I am today. That every single prayer, everything that I want, everything has been accomplished, and it's only the beginning Because as you get older, you learn you refine yourself in such a beautiful way that things start happening far above and beyond than what you dare to think or ask. That's a scripture, and that is true. I mean, I've been saying that scripture for years, and now I understand. Oh my God, I understand far above and beyond what I dare to dream or ask. And the things that I experienced within the last weeks is amazing. It's far above and beyond that I was expecting or asking or wanting. So amazing. Life is amazing. 21, pay book. We are reviewing in book 20, book 5, Byron Destiny. Now I'm going to go into page 21, in which we are talking about. This is a very powerful. If you don't have this book you need this book and your Bible for your spiritual growth, okay? Here in page 21, we are talking about spiritual maturity. What it is to become spiritually mature. As a spiritual mature person, have a drink. Divine. For me, spiritual maturity is when you reach the level of contentment and satisfaction within your own self, that no matter what anybody says or do, you don't react to it. To become a spiritual mature is when you don't give away your power. You don't give away to power. You are reacting. You are more in tune with controlling your emotion. You have learned to manage your anger. You learn by what you read in Proverbs about anger and how what it says, never go to sleep angry. Why? It's bad for your health. It's bad for your soul. And most people, the sickness that they have is not necessarily a physical illness, and I'm not diminishing. You need to go to your doctor and you need to work together with your doctor. Doctors are awesome when when doctors are unstoppable, when the doctor have a patient that is responsible, when the patient is not a type of lazy being that goes to the doctor expecting the doctor to do miracles for you. When you take a proactive attitude towards your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health. So, spiritually mature for me is when you don't give away to power to anybody to annoy you or disturb you. What is, you know who says it better than me? Ooh, thank you, Holy Spirit. I tell you in a minute who says it better than me? John. Oh my God. This is just like, every time I read this one, this is one of my favorite. This is in John 14. Okay, this is in John 14, talking about spiritual maturity. Okay, this is the one that you got to, beside my book, in your Bible, go to John chapter 14. And in John, this is Jesus talking. This is not Josefina talking, okay? Here is Josefina talking. Here is Josefina talking. Here is Jesus talking. And look at what he says. John 14, I get so excited. John 14, page 27. Come on, relax. 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 God is not in a hurry, and neither do you. Okay? This is my affirmation. God is not in a rush, and neither do you. Okay, thank you very much. Verse 27. Peace I leave with you. My own peace I now give and bequeath to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Now the good part. Do not, this is Jesus, do not let yourself, do not let your heart to be troubled, neither let them be afraid. Stop allowing yourselves to be agitated and disturbed, and do not permit yourselves to be fearful and intimidated and cowardly, unsettled. So, spiritual maturity. And this one, and there's another one that is amazing that I'll read to you in a few minutes. And this one, basically, he's teaching us how to be spiritually mature. This is the way Jesus tells you, do not let your hearts be troubled. Don't let your heart be in trouble. Well, how do you not let your heart be troubled? Because you have faith and you pray and you believe. Do not let your heart be troubled. Neither let them be afraid. Do not let your heart be troubled. Do not either let your heart be afraid. And then he said, and in capital letters, stop. Allowing. We are the one who allow other people to disturb our peace. And what is the peace that we have? The peace that Jesus says, my peace I leave with you. The peace that we have is the peace that Jesus says, my peace I give to you. And then he also says, not as the world gives do I give to you. What is the peace that the world gives to you? The peace that the world gives to you is drugs, eating too much, alcohol, abusing your body, stress, taking things that are not yours, bad language. I mean, those are the things that the world gives to you. That's the peace. When you're in trouble, where do you find peace? You have a drink. When you're in trouble and you're depressed, what do? You start eating. And what happens? So the thing that the world gives to you for you to find peace, what do you do when you want peace? Do you get in your room and you pray? No. You get to the refrigerator, you get a drink, you start self-destruction. Stop allowing yourself to be agitated. I'm excited. I'm not agitated. Okay, just in time do we have a live or we do a blog and people want me to talk about fear. Jesus said, do not permit yourself to be fearful. Why will you have to fear? You don't have to fear. In real love, in true love, there is no fear in love. When you're a person that practicing love, and I want to tell you in a minute that one, is there is no love, there is no fear in love. There is not fear in love, and you find that in First John, in the book of First John, it's all about love. That's a beautiful chapter that I read this morning. Whoa. I will share with you in a minute, but let me finish with that. Do not permit yourself to be fearful and intimidated and cowardly, unsettled. So, and we went there in that direction because we're talking about in my book number 5, in page 21, we're talking about I got the wrong book. Page 21, we're talking about spiritual maturity. How do you become a spiritual maturity? To become a spiritual maturity is not to let any person, place, or thing to annoy you or disturb you. Do not allow anybody to annoy you and disturb you. You sincerely wish them well, and I know they are divinely guided in all their ways. There is a prayer that I let me see if I can remember. Let's see if I can remember. Becoming spiritually mature. Becoming spiritual, do not allow yourself to be. No, estoy repitiendo Jesus. I'm repeating Jesus. I want mine. And do not, the way I was saying it for me is like, do not, it's the same thing, not to give away your power. Okay, so let me see if I find in First John the thing about love. Beautiful chapter. If you want to read a nice loving chapter, read First John. First John, that it goes along with what we're talking about. Let's see, First John. John, First John. Okay. Let me see if I can know it's on 5, chapter 3. And John, First John, this is First John, chapter 4, verse 18. There is no fear in love. There is no fear in love. Thus, in love. But full grown, complete, perfect love turns fear out of the door and expels every trace of terror. For fear brings brings with it the thought of punishment. And so he who is afraid has not reached the full maturity of love. So when you are experiencing fear, you have not reached the full maturity of love. It is not yet grown in love and complete perfection. We love him because he first loved us. So, for the people who are dealing constantly with this issue of fear, you choose, you have to choose love or fear. This is this to be or not to be, okay? Love or fear, which one you're gonna choose? I'm gonna read it again. And so you have two choices, love and fear, okay? There is no fear in love. Dread does not exist, okay? You dig this. But full grown, complete, perfect love turns fear out of doors. Turn fear out of doors and expels every trace of terror. Dread does not exist, but full grown, complete, perfect love turns fear out of doors and expels every trace of terror. Got that? For fear brings with it the thought of punishment. Fear brings with it the thought of punishment. And so he who is afraid has not reached the full maturity of love. It is not yet grown into love's complete perfection. So when we love, we are in complete perfection. We love him because he first loved us. If you want a chapter in the Bible that is all about love and what the meaning of love is, read First John. The whole, it's only 5 chapters. I read them this morning. Okay, so beautiful 5 chapters. They're short and five chapters, and the 5 chapters are very short. So, and it's a book about, you want to understand the love, you want to understand yourself more, and how to become a more loving person, a person with more with kindness and mercy. Then I will say book number, your Bible, First John, book, First John, the 5 chapters of John. So let's conclude here our session for today. So today we use the book, my book number 5 that you find in Amazon. Remember, I have 5 books, and all 5 books are in Amazon. This is book number 5. This is number 1. This is number 3. And I think this one, book number 5 and book number 3, go together because they're both it's complementary to each other. Book number 5 and book number 3. This is about relationship with God and yourself, and this is about the spiritual growth. So these 2 books together, they make a great combination. Then we have book number 4, Byron Beginnings, book number 4, and here we have number 2. Okay, so these are my books, and you find them in Amazon. I would appreciate you share the videos that you share in my subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, all the videos, everything that we do, we are in my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is Dr. Josefina. Subscribe, click the little bell so you can get information every time I'm posting something. And this is not going here. Let me see. Block this person. Okay. Block. Okay, another block. Okay, so that you find that now I'm gonna take a few minutes and I'm gonna answer some of your questions. Let me see. Okay, Hilda, okay, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Argentina, God bless. Thank you so much. Lolo LGS for Argentina, God bless. Thank you so much. How do you cure negative thought? I just told you. Angelo says, how do you cure negative thought? Maybe depression, anxiety. I know she don't ask that because I don't believe there is a happy pill for correct. Yeah, there is okay. Depression, anxiety. It depends on what do you want to be healed? Do you want to be cured? Because there is a difference between being healed and being cured. Some people never get cured, but they get healed. You know, I don't know if you can tell the difference. Anybody know the difference between being healed and being cured? You still can have the whatever inconvenience you have, but there is people who have and they heal. So there is a beautiful, quickly, I can give you, if you're interested, I can give you one of my favorites besides my books. You need to change, go and Amazon and order my 5 books. Study my 5 books, read them if you don't want to take any other path. If you don't want any other path, then at least start with my books. And then if you want to go deeper into it and connecting with your higher self and connecting with your power and your energy and connecting with the power of your spirit and connecting with this life force that is incredible, I'm going to give you very quickly Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. And this is what Isaiah says about depression and about anxiety. What did God says about depression and anxiety? God is the first doctor. No, doctor number 1, the greatest healer is God. And God and your doctor cannot fail. And this is what I'm so freaking healthy. Because if I have anything, like the big thing for me was my hips, that I will be able, no, I wasn't going to be able to walk if I didn't have that faith. It's the combination between your doctor and God. It's just incredible the power that you have. And your doctor doesn't have to know it. Your doctor doesn't have to know it because you radiate that energy, you radiate that power, you radiate that energy. And when you walk into the store, when you walk in some place, people go out of the way to help you, But it's because you radiate this energy, this power, this supernatural force. And this is what Isaiah says about depression. Arise. That's how he starts. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1, one of my favorite. Arise from the depression and prostration in which circumstances have kept you. I repeat, arise from the depression and prostration in which circumstances have kept you. Rise to a new life. Do you want a new life? Do you believe that you deserve a new life? It's up to you. You have choices, and choices have consequences. You can choose love or you can choose fear. You can choose illness or you can be healed. Rise to a new life. Shine. And when you rise to a new life, you shine. You are the light of the world. Shine. Be radiant with the glory of the Lord. For your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. Do you believe that? Do you believe it? I believe it when I had the issue with my hips. Rise to a new life. We talk about new life. I want to change myself. I want to do whatever. But are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to rise to a new life? If you said yes, then the following sentence says shine. If you say yes to a new life, then the next step is shine. Purpose, thought, action. Purpose, thought, and action. Shine, be radiant. Be radiant. Look at God, the way God talks to us. Shine, be radiant. And people have the audacity to be negative and complaining and criticizing and condemning. Be radiant with the glory of the Lord. For your light has come. Are you ready to embrace your life? If somebody's telling you your light has come, are you ready to embrace it? Are you ready to say yes to life? We did a video the other day about we talking about saying yes to life. Most people go around denying and saying, no, I'm not worthy. Your light has come. The glory of the Lord has risen upon you. Jesus, you meditate in that scripture and you have issues and you go to the doctor or you go to your psychologist or psychiatrist or your social worker or the person or your counselor, and you have this attitude, you have this belief. How can you not be healed? Please give me a break. Okay, let me see here. In your video, your video came on my YouTube just a few minutes ago. Press on it. Yes. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so I don't have any questions on YouTube. Oh, let me see this one here. Okay, I'm trying to change. Sometimes I get frustrated because that's what this is what we're talking about. I started the video. I started the session here talking about not give up, because giving up. Okay, what is the option when you give up? What is the option when you give up? Tell me. When you give up, is the option better than the giving up? Usually not. What is the option? Just reflect on that. Giving one, at least when you keep on trying and you keep on praying and you keep on asking, even Jesus said, keep on asking, keep on knocking, keep on praying, keep on knock, ask, knock, and seek. Ask, knock, and seek. Pray is continuously. Paul talks about praying continuously. That's the power of prayer, but we give up. So I'd rather continue to pray than give up and be a miserable You know what? Miserable human being. Miserable. That wherever I go, I cause misery to other people because misery likes company. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome very much. Thank you, very much. Gabriela, hola, Gabriela. You never live on Instagram. You never live on Instagram. I'm live on Instagram. I'm on Instagram right now. Instagram, I'm with you here. And I think I have 2 minutes in Instagram left. I'm in Instagram, Gabriela. I'm always in Instagram. I'm never in Facebook. Facebook, I don't go Facebook. I do Instagram, TikTok, and Instagram and YouTube. Of course, YouTube because we tape the video. Okay. So I'm gonna be having to say goodbye to my friends and Instagram because Instagram is gonna cut me off in about 2 minutes, okay? And I'm gonna keep, oh my God, cheers of joy. Amen. Thank you so much. Uh, Instagram, would you like me to reconnect? I'm gonna give up. Okay, well, let's see. What is the best Bible? Mine is this one. I don't know if you can take a picture. Mine is the Amplified Bible. Amplified. Okay. Okay. Okay, Gabriela, I don't know why. Okay, so let me it stays so 2 minutes and 59 seconds for Instagram. So Instagram might cut me off, okay? So you know if I get cut off, I'm in TikTok and on YouTube. Okay? Okay, now let me see if I have any more you never love. Okay, I got that. There is no complaining and no action such a contradiction on my part. Yes. Okay, thank you. This is Jolly. Hi, Jolly. Hi, TikTok, my friends. Do you have any question in TikTok? Before we go, oh yeah, before we go. Thank you very much. Well, okay, so I hope this has been a very interesting learning moment. Remember, we are every other Wednesday, so I won't be here next Wednesday, but I will be here the following Wednesday. And right at 2:45, after 2:45, sometime a little bit earlier, like today. It depends what's going on. Can you show the Bible again? Absolutely. Yeah. I talk about insomnia. Yes. Number one, somebody's asking me, Gabriela Valenciano. Thank you, Gabriela. You know, Gabriela was an inspiration at the last minute. Gabriela is one of my beautiful, beautiful friends. Has been following me for a long time. Pero she wrote to me a few minutes before I went on, and she asked me about the theme for today. I said, I don't know. I really don't know. I said, you have any idea? Let me know because I'm just waiting for the prompting of the Spirit to tell me what we'll be talking about today. And after I finished, I sent her a message, a voicemail. Immediately I got a prompting, the power of love and prayer. The power of love and prayer. So anyway, so Gabriela know that this was I didn't know until the last minute what I was going to talk about. Sometimes I get a prompting early during the week, whether in English or Spanish. But like today, it was just okay. What am I? I know I need to be on. I have to be on today because I told you guys I was going to be on, and I didn't know what I was going to say. And here we are. Amazing. I love it. I love the subject today. I love the inspiration, and this is the reason I tape it in YouTube because it's so inspirational to me that when I watch the video, I say, "Oh my God, that's very good." It surprises me too because I'm learning along with you. It's not like I know it. You know what I mean? I know it. It's just learning. You're always learning. It's just amazing. Okay, so Mr. Any other here in Instagram, my friends, in Instagram. Let's see before I go, because then when I do it in English, you guys tell me, "Oh, do you do it in Spanish?" I know when I do Spanish, you guys are asking me, "Do you do it in English?" Well, yes, your English day. Me tardé un mes de recuperación de COVID y ahora me está costando volver a mi rutina de ejercicio. Te recomiendo mis libros, mis videos para que te empieces a motivar y a buscar la razón de existir. Cuando uno no tiene esa motivación, do you exercise every day, every single day? I do believe in the school, or the only school that believe that I exercise and train every day for vitality and balance. I believe that I exercise and I train every day for vitality and balance. Every single day, I don't do the same thing, but I exercise every single day. Of course, I do bodybuilding or lifting weights because I compete, but I do every single day. Maria, Mary and Santana, Mary and Santana. Thank you so much. I love it. I love this. You know, I love talking about this because it's my life. Because you know what, Marianne, I know it's true. I know it's true. And I like to share it. I like to share it because it's so beautiful. Life is so amazing. I mean, it's just like the miracles. And then you start walking every single day, just expecting the miracles and know it's gonna happen. It's just beautiful. Thank you, Marianne. Okay. Por eso está. Okay. Only ask comments and questions that are worthy. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love today. Okay, I think what is your name? Oh, the Bible. The Bible is my Bible. This one, the Amplified. Here, take a picture. The Amplified Bible. Yes. You can buy the Amplified. You can buy the modern. They have beautiful title for new Bible now. You walk 6 miles every day. Yes, yes. Oh my God. Yes. And when it rains, it's just the glorious because you feel the other day, a few days ago, I went in the morning, of course, I know how I always, but let me tell you this, very beautiful. And I'm coming back and it started drizzling and then it started harder. The rain started coming down. The most amazing experience is like at 4:30 in the morning, 4:45, the rain starts pouring and you're getting soaking wet and you feel that you're being bathed. You're bathing in a explosion of blessings because it feels that when you've been hit by the glory of God or the rain coming from the sky. I mean, I love when it rains, when I'm out there already and it starts raining. If I'm out there in my way back and it starts raining, it's unbelievable. If it starts raining before I leave my house, I don't go out. But when it rains, it starts raining when I'm coming back, it's the most amazing. I won't give it up for anything. I love it. And it's just love getting soaked in rain. It's just the most amazing, beautiful feeling, a really amazing feeling. And of course, you're in contact with nature, with the birds, with the smooth. I mean, it's just a beautiful, especially in Florida, because in Florida, in one side it's raining and thunder and lightning, and in the other side the moon is setting. So yeah, and when the west the moon is setting and in the east it's pouring rain. It's just amazing. Doctora, bloquea a la persona José, escribió una obscenidad y aquí. Ok, deja buscar a José, déjame si encuentro, déjame ver si encuentro a este señor. Y si no lo encuentro, ustedes me copian el nombre, me sacan una foto del nombre y yo cuando termino voy y los bloqueo. Voy a la página de ellos y los bloqueo. Una cosa que podemos hacer para yo no interrumpir mi inspiración, ustedes ven personas que están grotescas, me copian, le sacan la foto al nombre de la persona y cuando yo termine yo voy a la página de ellos y los bloqueo y así no tienen acceso a las cosas que nosotros hacemos, ¿ok? Porque no lo encuentro. José Guillén. Oh, debe ser este. Ok, creo que es este. José Guillén, ¿verdad? Vamos a bloquear ese José Guillén. Bloqueé a un José Guillén. Ok, ese era. Mami, dime, bloquea a un José Guillén, ese era. El otro, mira, let me just thank you. You can appeal, repeat the title of the book or you recommend. Which one? Catholic? I don't know if it's the Catholic Bible. I don't know. I don't know if my. Gracias. Ok, Grace. Ok, lo bloqueé. Bloqueado. Pero ya saben cuál va a ser la técnica. Me lo copian. Si yo no lo puedo agarrar, me lo copian. En estos días bloqueé. Miren, déjenme decirles una cosa. Yo les voy a decir esto a ustedes. I'm talking in Spanish. De forma natural. Okay. I love you. Okay, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna stay with TikTok and Instagram unos minutos, but I'm gonna quit here in my YouTube channel so it doesn't go too long. Thank you, YouTube. Take a picture. I love you. No. I'm gonna stay in TikTok. Yadira, thank you so much. Okay, ciao. I'm gonna stay with TikTok and I'm gonna stay with Instagram a little bit longer, okay? Pow. Wow.